Yeah, man. It's your main man. Killer beat the goddamn witch finder general. You got a witch. Burn their asses up.
Man's inhumanity to man portrayed on the screen so vividly that you flinch. This man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witch Finder General.
Let's go, y'all.
It's finding ain't easy. Fucking trick one. Get this one. Y'all can get your heads lost, spin away like prison. Intelligence agencies trace today. Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the shit graceful. Flaming pins of Josh, get rocked. Mountaintops go fly. Right enough, fight enough. Yet I'm so nice when I expose. Fuck y'all clothes, costume shop rolls. Catch info like a stroll. Feeling old, grab a switch. I'ma extol my foes cause they snitch. Since they can't ruin me, I'ma ruin them. That chopped off head will still spin. Burning witches and they said, you can't lie, we can't die. I know what y'all said. Just as flesh decay, but eternally, I don't see it that way. Pave the road clear is what you said, but your cult gonna leave people dead. You claim y'all don't know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man, fall down, man, go. Mask wearing life, that's a rap. Might as well be fellas. Y'all words are lepers. On YouTube, acting precious. This the nexus. Feel the sun. Tasting breakfast, finding all those devices that detect. Yo, show respect, cuz.
What line of business might it be? God's business. Witch finding. Witch finding. Oh, that's nice.
Y'all be looking for. And learn reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cookie crooks. Lips caught up with a look. Spooky beats drive me wild. Get stabbed, my knife holding child. Old man, old style. Used to pull kelp out the Nile. And I did it with a smile. Fake roots, smell vile. Rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, seeing gypsies on the trial. Yeah, you, the one claiming brew. Unglued and unglued, expose their actions fully. Yeah, call me a bully, but that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind. Burning them. We cats out there, we have faith in y'all, have faith. They can read all this, that they know all this, claiming they speaking languages, curses.
Be the first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Witch Finder General.
Right. Motherfucking witch finder general got me back on my bullshit again. You know how I'm getting down. Oh, snap. Hold on, I gotta change something. Damn. What up? Oh, well, fuck it. All right. What's up, y'all? Back at y'all asses again. You know, for those y'all don't know, Judah Natzarah did a video the other night. His ass coming back to America, he said. He gonna leave his wife and kids. We did a little investigation. And shit to see what's going on. What's really going on, we went over a little bit today. We're gonna dig a little deeper into it tonight. We're gonna dig a little deeper into this joint and see what we come up with here. Why is Judah Natzarah returning to the United States? Why? And very proudly saying that he's leaving his kids forever. And, you know, he All right. I'm back. Hopefully, broke my adapter and shit. I gotta get me another one from somewhere. So that's why the connection is kind of shitty. Well, it was always shitty, but fucking more shitty than usual. So we can try to bear with me tonight and we try to dig into this thing. So Judah Natzarah says that 26, he's supposed to be coming back to America. And it's not by choice. Judah Natzarah is married to this lady. Got married, lives in Japan, has 3 children in Japan. Judah Natzarah has. What up, Shamian? What's up, Shamian? I'll put the chat. You working or are you free? Put the chat, the link up in the chat. Anybody will come on. Kind of sucks. I can't get this thing shared out the way I want. Facebook got my shit all jacked up. Might have to make another account. All right. Well, I put the link up in here anyway. You probably be fucking around at work anyway. But so supposed to be coming back, and the reason is why his wife. He immediately says that his wife's tripping. That has a lot to do with it. So has I Sato, not I Bergen, but I Sato. I Sato. So that's her last name. You were supposed to be married. And Judah Natzarah says he's going to come back. And if he leaves Japan, he is never going to return. So Judah Natzarah is willing to leave his family and children to come back to America to plague some other woman's household. Whatever victim that's going to be. And he's searching for the victim. There'll be somebody. There'll be somebody foolish enough to do it. But the thing is, why? Did a little research today. And what could have been the issue? One of the main reasons, I'm going to get some people up, but I know it's late as fuck. I was going to babble a little bit before I get into it, see if anybody could get up in here. Let's see here. I should have recorded that video. It was good enough. It don't need to be recording all these ideas doing that video. Why? Oh, I forgot to put up this image. Fucking up here. Okay. There we go. People need to see this on the screen. You need to see that. All right, there we go. More like it. That's better. That's much better. So, why did this man leave? Or going to leave? Aisato is frustrated. She's tired. As you can see here, the wedding picture on the left and what she looks like now. In less than a decade, you went from that, have all your pearly whites, that, have no brown tooth. How does that happen? How does that happen? Could this be the reason why Judah Natzarah is coming home? We get some little information on deportation from Japan. All right, this is a little case here. The man from Ghana, right, married somebody from Japan. And let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Got one person up in here watching this. One nosy person in here trying to figure out what the witchfinder's doing. All right. This goes to a man named Abu Bakr Siraj. I guess that's how you pronounce it. A Ghanaian national who died whilst being deported from Japan. Interview with his widow highlights state's powers to regulate migrants' intimate relationships with their citizens. On the 22nd of March, 2010, Abu Bakr, a Ghanaian national, died whilst being deported from Japan. By coincidence, on the following day, the UN Special Reporter on the Human Rights of Migrants began his official 9-day visit to Japan. In his final report, he raised concerns that Siraj's death might reflect a pattern of violence inherent in Japanese deportation procedures. This sounding good right here. Shit, this right up my own shit. Okay. This sounding good already. An interview Siraj's widow in Tokyo in September 2011 attended court hearing about his death in Tokyo District Court in 2011 and 12. Siraj's death occurred in a country which rarely features in international discussions for migration control. Yet, it testifies powerfully to the role of immigration enforcement as a normative test ground for personal and private affairs. The case is going. A final judgment is expected next month. All right. So supposedly, this man who was being deported died during the deportation process. So you see his shit. Judah Natzarah might not even make it. He might not even make it back. Hopefully. Will be regarded as exceptional. His experience as an irregular labor migrant to Japan was not atypical. Siraj numbered almost a pioneering group of Ghanaian nationals who migrated to the country in the 1980s, most of whom entered the country on tourist visas at a time when Japan was implementing its internationalization strategy. During this decade, labor shortages in the manufacturing sector had become acute. And it was in this sector that the Ghanaian migrants were easily able to find irregular employment. Siraj worked in a variety of jobs, including a metal plating factory and recycling in the clothing sector. He was also an amateur artist, painting for a magazine and illustrating commercial posters and CD jackets. With openness to labor migration limited to the highly skilled, low-skilled sector in Japan, is envisioned publicly as an arena of domestic self-sufficiency. Yet it remains the case that labor shortages in low-skilled sectors are filled by students, ethnic returnees, trainees, and interns, in addition to those who overstay their visas. Unlike many other countries of migration, Japan has never implemented an amnesty. We look at a couple possibilities. What could be going on here, right? The one provision that functions as a form of state regularization for irregular migrants, a special permission to stay permit, is a discretionary tool that lacks transparency. It thus fails to respond to many of the challenges posed by Japan's recent history of migration. Marriage as a route to permanence. In the absence of formal pathways to regularization of status, marriage to a Japanese national is the primary means through which irregular migrants can legalize their status in Japan. In the absence of formal pathways to regularization of status, marriage to Japanese national is a primary means through which irregular migrants can legalize their status in Japan. So we see here, people could marry a Japanese national and it allows them to stay in the country. Siraj entered Japan on a tourist visa in 1988, age 23. He met his partner in September of the same year, and they began living together in January 89. Throughout the time in Japan, though cohabiting, he and his partner never married, according to his widow. Neither of us were the type to care about, listen to this, to care about institutionalized systems such as marriage. Now, I wonder who ideal was that? But if we were to have children, then we would have married. We thought about having children and talked about marriage, but then I had an accident and I had to recover, and we never got around to doing it. September 06, 18 years after his arrival in Japan, Siraj was arrested for overstaying his visa. His dishonesty at the point of his arrest did not help his situation, his widow said. He gave false identification to the police. He also told police that he was married, giving them the impression that he was not sincere. Oh, shit. Let me put somebody up here. Give me one second. Something here. What the fuck, yo? Okay, all right, here we go. Here we go. Oops, set up. Okay. All righty. All right. Oh shit. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta get something. Give me 1 second. And give me 1 second. Oh man. All right. I might have 3 people up in here. Okay, now this man gave false identification. As widow said, he gave false identification to police, and he also told the police that he was married, giving them the impression that he was not sincere. Siraj was subsequently detained in an immigration detention center for 10 months. The couple registered their marriage on November 8th, 2006, the day after he was issued with the deportation order. As might be expected, the registration of the marriage subsequent to immigration detention was not viewed favorably by the authorities. Let me see. Let me check something. Okay, so in September, they got him. And they said they registered. They said he was arrested for overstaying the visa. He was detained for 10 months. The couple registered their marriage on November 8th. So 3 months later, they tried to get married. I guess to stop the deportation order. As might be expected, the registration of the marriage subsequent to immigration detention was not viewed favorably by the authorities. His widow remained baffled that after 2 decades together, their relationship could be characterized as fake. If Siraj really wanted to have a visa, he could have picked up any Japanese girl and he could have left me at any time, but he never did. I know the Ghanaian friends told him, if she doesn't want to marry, why don't you find someone else? There's little doubt that Siraj's position would likely have been different had he and his partner married earlier. Siraj fought against the immigration ruling in Tokyo District Court and subsequently in the Tokyo High Court. In April 2007, he submitted a request to the district court to repeal his deportation order and to issue him with a special permission to stay permit. He was initially successful as of 2008. The district court ruled that although Suraj and his wife did not have a registered marriage, their relationship, including its aspects of financial mutual support, was wholly equivalent in substance to that of any socially recognized married couple. The immigration authorities then appealed against the decision. In March 2009, the High Court ruled that Siraj was not eligible for the special permission to stay permit. They gave the following reasons for upholding the deportation order. Based on the ruling released by the district court, Mr. Siraj and his wife did not have children. His wife is fine. Listen now. Listen. Let me share the screen on this. Let me get the screen share on this. I'm pissed I gotta take this picture down, but it's all good. I'm gonna share that. What the fuck is that? Oh. Okay. All right. Let's get this article so y'all can see this here. Y'all can see this. All right. Check this out. His wife is financially independent and is recognized that she does not necessarily need his help. You hear this? So they were going to grant him the permit to stay. Now, what I've learned, if you marry a woman in Japan, you could get a visa to stay without limitations. Without limitations. Right? If you married a woman, I believe Judah Natzarah is not married in Japan. According to Japan law. And if they are married according to Japan law, right? And he doesn't produce anything. So look at it like this. Why would a country want an immigrant to migrate to their country? Anything. That can why should they grant that person that's like having a bunch of people come from Mexico not to look for work but just to chill over here and collect fucking public assistance and not ever try to work or go to school or none of that. That's what Judah Natzarah is doing. The absence of a bloodline to Japan, though children is noted, as is the attachment to the organization of family life along traditional gender lines, as Siraj was not the principal breadwinner for the wife and the children. What? The man was not the principal breadwinner for the wife and the children, not the principal breadwinner for the wife and the children. And moreover, his wife was of independent financial means. He was considered to be physically redundant. The emotional needs of the couple were dismissed, and Siraj could legitimately be returned to his original family in Ghana. ruling noted that Siraj had close family still residing in Ghana and thus would not have any particular difficulties living there. This view underplayed the social, economic, and psychological significance of deportation to someone who had by then lived in Japan for a total of 21 years, including for almost the totality of his adult years. It demonstrates the extent in which immigration enforcement is a test ground for normative and often gendered principles which shape the lives of citizens and non-citizens alike, as has been argued elsewhere on the Open Democracy 50/50. Oh, that's the name of the website. Detention and deportation. 2 months after he lost his case in high court, Siraj was re-detained whilst reporting to the immigration authorities under the terms of his provisional release. So that date, that 26th date that Judah Natzarah got, is probably when he has to go and report. And I guess he can appeal, and he might can stay a little longer. But they have to go to court proceedings and all that shit, and he might be detained. However, he was determined not Judah Natzarah, but this guy. However, he was determined not to be deported back to Ghana. He had left the deprived area in Nima in the capital Ankara in the 80s when the Ghanaian situation was dire and the conditions in Nima were tough. A few attempts was made to deport Siraj in February 2010. However, the attempt was aborted in Thailand when Siraj resisted his deportation by clinging onto a pole at the airport and causing a commotion. With airline staff refusing to allow him to board, immigration officials were forced to return with him to Japan. God damn. Siraj made a request for a further retrial, but this was rejected on March 19th. 3 days later, on March 22nd, his wife was not informed that her husband was to be deported. Handcuffed and gagged, he was carried on a plane. According to his widow, at some point, he was quite motionless. The officer said he was pretending to be sick. The flight attendants saw that he was motionless, and they refused to let him stay on board and told the officers to take him off the airport hospital where he was confirmed dead. The personal and precarious, as we await the outcome of the case in February this year, the spirits of Siraj is one of raised questions about the resident in the states across the globe where immigration control is increasingly permeating the intimate lives of both citizens and migrants. Everybody up in here. Got 4 heads up in here. 4 heads up in here. All right. This next article. So it seems, and Judah's already determined that he's coming back. And now, if he goes on that date, they're probably going to send him back. He knows that they're going to send him back to the country, right? But the thing is, you know how the man lies. He lies constantly. And we see here that this man knew all this stuff was coming. Tried to fool other people out within tour nights to go out there to Japan and face the same thing. He knew he fucked up and wanted other brothers to go to Japan and fuck up. Yeah, man. You could joke to do with Japan, man. Stuck over here in Japan. And Japan's divorce laws, the woman gets the kids. And she is the breadwinner. And guess what? The husband gets no rights for visitation. None. None. All right, hold on. Close this up. This other one here. All right. All right. Sure. I forgot where it's at up there. Fuck all this shit. I'm just gonna rant. Ain't nobody in here. All right. Oh. One second. Shit. I know. So what y'all think? What y'all think? And I want to know if you think this is biblical. Is this someone that proclaims to be a priest? Is this the conduct of someone that proclaims to be a priest to is this acceptable in the Hebrew Israelite community? Well, I know it is. Nah, that's kind of stupid to say, to ask that question. I know it is. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. I think I'm gonna make this a short one tonight. There ain't nobody in here keeping me company. That was late as far as like 2 o'clock, I think, in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna leave with y'all with that to think. And we're gonna see where else this is gonna go. The 22nd, what, 2 more days from now or something? Whatever what today is. Today is the 24th. All right, got 2 more days. 2 more days. And it's coming on. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he better figure it out. With that, y'all, I'm gonna get the fuck on out of here and shit. I got some stuff that I'm gonna go check out, see if Cherry Love's mine and stuff. I go listen to Cherry Love. Yeah, get the hell up out of here. So once again, this Killer B, the goddamn Witchfinder General. You got witch, I'll burn their asses up. Good night, y'all.
Man's inhumanity to man portrayed on the screen so vividly that you flinch. This man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witchfinder General.
Witchfinding ain't easy. Fucking trick one. Get this one. Y'all can get your heads lost, spin away like prison. Intelligence agencies trace today. Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the sheep graceful. Flaming pins of Josh, get rocked. Mountaintops go fly. Right enough, fight enough. Yet I'm so nice when I expose. Fuck y'all clothes, costume shop roll. Catch info like a stroll. Feeling old, so grab a switch. I'ma stole my foes cause they snitch. Since they can't ruin me, I'ma ruin them. That chopped off head will still spin. Burning riches in they sin. You can't lie, you can't die. I know what y'all said. Just as flesh decay, but eternally, I don't see it that way. Pave the road clear is what you said, but your cult gonna leave people dead. Claim God, I don't know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like doom. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be felon. Y'all words will never see on YouTube acting precious. This the nexus. Feel the sun from the solar plexus. tasting breakfast, finding all those devices that detect. Yo, show respect, cuz.
What line of business, my dear? God's business. Which finding? Which finding? Oh, that's nice.
Y'all be looking for that next buzz or some love. Watch the general pull plugs, internet warriors, caught up in dark corridors, fiction like Mordor. Should've stayed on the floor. Y'all know no origins. Laughing orphans, even though we got royal blood coursing. No more horsing. Real life's more important. Y'all speaking curses on yourself, claiming God and no one else. Flash you off the shelf. Burn your whole library. I see them do it. Look, y'all claim to learn reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cookie crooks, lips caught up with a hook. Spooky beats drive me wild. Get stabbed, my knife holding child. Old man, old style. Used to pull kelp out the Nile, and I did it with a smile. Fake roots, smell vile. Rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, see unglued and unglued, expose their actions fully. Yeah, call me a bully, but that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind. Burning them. We cats out there, we have faith in y'all. Niggas want to read all this, and know all this. Claiming they speak languages,
Be the first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Witchfinder General.
All right, y'all. I'm out. Sweet.